Once upon a time in the picturesque town of Meadowville, there lived a young tennis prodigy named Emily. Her graceful movements on the court and unmatched skill with the racket made her a rising star in the tennis world. Emily's dreams were as big as her heart, and she had set her sights on becoming the best tennis player the world had ever seen. However, fate had other plans. One sunny afternoon, while practicing her serves with unwavering dedication, Emily suffered a severe injury to her right wrist. The pain was excruciating, but what hurt her even more was the thought that her dreams might shatter before they could take flight. Doctors advised her to rest and recuperate, but the road to recovery seemed long and uncertain. As Emily lay in her bed, gazing at the stars through her window, she felt a profound sense of loss and frustration. Her tennis racket rested against the wall, untouched, and it felt like an old friend who had suddenly turned its back on her. Sleep often evaded her, and when it did come, her dreams were filled with anxious forebodings about her future in tennis. One night, as Emily lay tossing and turning, a magical dream enveloped her. She found herself standing on a tennis court made of stardust. The ethereal glow of the court illuminated her path, and there, in the distance, she saw a wise and elegant figure, Lady Luna, the moon goddess. With a calming voice, Lady Luna spoke to Emily. "Child of the stars, do not despair, for the darkest nights lead to the brightest mornings. Your injury is but a detour on your journey, not the end. Embrace the healing power of dreams and allow your spirit to soar amidst the stars." Through her dream, Emily understood that healing was not just about physical recovery, but also about nourishing her mind and soul. She began a new ritual where every night before bed, she visualized herself playing tennis under the warm glow of the moon. In her mind, her wrist was strong, and her shots were powerful. She felt the rhythm of the game and the joy it brought her. As days turned into weeks and weeks into months, Emily's determination grew stronger. She engaged in gentle exercises and physical therapy, patiently nurturing her wrist back to health. Her family and friends supported her, and they spent countless evenings cheering her on during her imaginary matches beneath the moonlit sky. One night, as she dreamt of playing in the most prestigious tennis tournament, a radiant figure appeared before her, the Star Fairy. The fairy sprinkled stardust on Emily's racket, infusing it with celestial energy. "This enchanted racket shall be a beacon of hope and resilience," proclaimed the Star Fairy. "Use it wisely, for it holds the power of the universe." Empowered by the Star Fairy's gift, Emily felt a newfound strength within her. She resumed her training, this time with a magical twist. Every stroke of her racket felt guided by the stars themselves, and she moved on the court with a grace and confidence that surpassed her previous self. The news of Emily's return to training spread like wildfire, and the entire town rallied behind her. She became an inspiration to many, and young tennis enthusiasts flocked to watch her practice. Emily felt the weight of their hopes, but she embraced it with a smile. She realized that her journey was not just about herself. It was about resilience, dreams, and the power to overcome challenges. At last, the day of the much-awaited tournament arrived. The world watched with bated breath as Emily stepped onto the court, her enchanted racket gleaming in the sunlight. Every swing of her racket felt like poetry in motion, and her wrist, once injured, now moved effortlessly. In a thrilling display of skill and heart, Emily fought her way through the tournament, match by match, until she reached the finals. There, she faced the reigning champion, Serena Steelheart. It was a battle of grit and talent, but Emily held her ground, using the lessons she learned in her dreams to stay focused and composed. In the final set, with the stadium echoing with cheers and applause, Emily summoned the power of the stars and delivered a shot that left everyone spellbound. It was a shot that defined her journey, a shot that carried the weight of her dreams and the strength of her spirit. As the ball gracefully kissed the line, sealing Emily's victory, she knew that her story was no longer just about being a tennis prodigy. It was a tale of resilience, perseverance, and the transformative power of dreams. With her heart full of gratitude and her eyes shining like stars, she lifted the trophy high, dedicating her triumph to everyone who believed in her and to the magic of the moonlit dreams that guided her back to glory. And so, the legend of Emily, the Resilient Racket, spread across the world, inspiring generations to come. The stardust from her enchanted racket sprinkled upon tennis courts everywhere, reminding players that the journey to greatness begins with believing in oneself and finding strength in the darkest of nights, just like Emily did.